Hi Sayed. Today we are going to do a presentation from subject Auditing Assurance and Compliance for topic Auditors and Legal Liability. Me and my group member, the Jolene and the Muhammad, will elaborate this. First, the introduction. Requirement of audit standard, legal responsibility, ethics, and responsibilities towards clients. Quality of financial services, audit planning procedures, and balance of control of fund. The case. The case is between the Royal Bank of Scotland versus Bannerman Johnston McVeigh, where the bank has claimed the negligence misstatement with respect to the accounts. It also claims the damages against the firm as they have based their decisions to extend a loan towards the customer's base account. Third one is the insolvency of the APC Limited and the fraud to have been confirmed by Michael McMahon. The issue of the case. The first point, the element of the fraud has been denied by the court and they have been amended the part of appeal that has imposed to claim of fraud. Second, the disclaimer with respect to the liability that they have incurred with respect to auditor's account. The third, any loss caused to pursuers with respect to amount claimed to ACB civils. The fourth one is a relation that preceded with whether the firm can be held liable vigorously for the fraudulent transaction of McMahon. Now the next part will be elaborated by my next group member, Muhammad.
Hello, my name is Muhammad and I am here to discuss about the causes of the fraud which were on the bank side. Bank was negligent. The bank has been in the connection of negligence upon the relationship between the ACP and the defendant. In deciding upon the existence of the standard duty with respect of maintaining the care, the court has been opened the case threefold test. The fold containing in this regard is whether the causation of the injury has been forcible. The court has also considered the proximity of pursuer and defendants. The decision of the court has also been considering regarding the justness, fairness, responsibility of the person relating to the liability to ensure the normal care and duty of care. In the context, it can be stated that duty of care needed to be assessed with the respect of intention of the parties and not only from the circumstances of the case. Moreover, there has been a failure with respect of the defendant to include disclaimer in the auditing accounts of the audited accounts of the company. ACP Limited, in the assessing it, the losses that has been caused by the bank has a direct reflection upon the audited accounts that has been provided by the auditor. The audited accounts of each of the company has reflected that an overdraft of one company will be guaranteed by the other. It has been contended that the defendants have prepared an account of the company that has knowledge of this. Liability of the defendant under this cannot be removed. Moreover, it has been contended by the pursuer that the defendants can be made viciously liable for representation by McMahon. Expenditure on the auditors. In this case, the case has attracted considerable amount of media coverage. It has caused the audit firm to have incurred a hefty amount of expenditure in contesting the litigations. These proceedings have modified implication within the professional scenario pertaining to the auditor. On the other hand, it has caused damages towards the reputation of this profession and the cost of this profession. On the other hand, it has caused a considerable amount of competition within the market with respect to the auditors. Auditing scope. In this, the auditing program needs to be prepared keeping in mind the scope and the limitation of the given assignment of audit. The auditor main objective in choosing the audit program will be determining the evidence that can reasonably trace, except the best evidence is also a key to the audit scope. Error identification. The program needed to have consideration of all the error possible under the particular circumstances. Coordination to the procedures is required on the applied towards the related items the other than audit planning, so required to be effective and needed to be based upon the need of this situation. All these would prevent such recurrence of litigation further and will restore the professional reputation and the audit. Conclusion. Hence, my friend will conclude with the case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. My name is Jolene. I'm going to look at the conclusion part. So hence it has been concluded that the unethical conduct of the auditor has been caused by damage to the reputation of the profession and the cost of the profession. On the other hand, it has also been causing a considerable amount of competition within the market with respect to the auditors. There's also the quality of the audited information has also been put into question under these circumstances, and it has created concern among general public with respect to the audit information that has been availed by them. Also, in the conclusion, there is also proceeding with manifold implication within the professional scenario pertaining to the auditors. The auditors under obligation will refrain from indulging into activities which can be unethical for the purpose of professionalism. This also can be ensured by a way of adopting a proper audit strategies and audit planning and other effective measures. The proper designing implementation of this assists professionals to prevent the further recurrence of such liabilities, which might end up into litigations, to also be restore the reputation belonging to the auditors, enhancing the reliance of the auditors by the general public.